I want to specifically focus in now, Herc, on a position that you know and love, the number 9 position, because Folarin Balogun didn't score and Ricardo Pepi did. How worried should Balogun be about his starting spot that I think most U.S. fans have him not penciled into, but sharpied into?
Yeah, which is strange to me because when I think of automatic starters on this national team, there are a few to come to mind, right? Like your Christian Pulisic, your Serginho Dest, your Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie's, if you will. I don't have Balogun penciled in as that automatic lock as a starting 9. Now, sure, he's had an incredible time in the French league. One very good season, his debut senior season in First Division football, where he scored a ton of goals. But when it comes to the 9 position here on this U.S. men's national team, I don't see a glaring difference from Balogun right now with what I've seen in those 3 games body of work to the rest of the players in the pool in that position. This 9 position should pretty much go to the player who has the hot hand, if you will, who's the goal scorer of the moment. And Ricardo Pepi, for being a guy that was told you're not going to the World Cup, and having that same coach come back, has not missed a beat. 5 games for Ricardo Pepi with the U.S. men's national team since that World Cup, 5 goals in limited time. So can't nobody tell me that there's an automatic starter penciled in right now when you have an informed player or informed players coming through that pipeline. I think Balogun's got a battle for that number 9 position. I don't think anything is a given, and that's a good problem for Greg Berhalter.
So it's interesting, right? Because last week, or maybe even, I think it was last week, we were talking about this and we were saying Pepi's going to have a fight just to hold on to the number 2 spot. And I guess it's testament to how quickly things can change. Now we look at it and say, after a game in which he scores and Balogun doesn't, now he's fighting for the number 1 spot. I will disagree with you. I think there is, at least based on club resume and club form, if we go back to last season, there's a big gap between what Balogun did in France and what Ricardo Pepi did in the lower levels of the First Division in Netherlands. I think there's a big gap there, and I think there's a big gap in terms of their evaluations on the transfer market for a reason. I think Balogun is significantly at this point better than Ricardo Pepi. My question is, Herc, is what is Ricardo Pepi going to have to do? Because we've seen that his club form has not necessarily been enough to convince this manager, right? There's been multiple instances in the past where Greg Berhalter said, Ricardo Pepi, you're not my cup of tea. So is he going to have to do it with the national team here? And that means he's going to have to do it in what I think will be limited opportunities. It really is going to be an uphill battle for Ricardo Pepi to overtake Balogun.
Do you not see that graphic? Listen, you could have a better club career, but it's what you do for the national team. With the national team, that's going to determine your place.
Pepi basically needs Balogun to go cold at club level to open this
Pepi needs to continue to score with the national team. That's all Pepi needs. That's all he needs. Pepi's played 17 games for the U.S. men's national team, 8 goals. One of those goals has come in a friendly. The rest are official competitions. We've seen this through the course of footballing history, with the course of international football. I'll give you the case of Edu Vargas, who, when he was at Schalke, when he was at Tigres, the Chilean national team, forward. At the club level, wasn't a big goal scorer. But with the Chilean national team, he was a legit goal scorer, an always goal scorer. That could be Ricardo Pepi, even though when it comes to his club level, over the course, I guess, everything but was a team Osberg. Everything but Osberg, he's been that guy. Now, Ricardo Pepi right now, the one thing he can have going for himself is my defense. I score goals. I score goals. I saved your job scoring goals. I can continue to help you in your job scoring goals. Balogun may be a more talented player. That's not up for debate here. What I'm telling you is there's not a glaring difference of 1 to 2 for him to stay on the field if Ricardo Pepi continues to score goals at the national.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.